Hello, my name is AJ Smith. I'm the Joy Weaver, Mermaid Harmony, owner of Enjoy Productions, and I wanted to try something different. Instead of giving you an email, I figured we could have a little chat. I can tell you what's going on, give you some mermaid musings, some things to mull and think about, even though I'm in human form, and invite you into some cool stuff that's coming up. So first off, we have in the Joy Guild right now, our theme is boundaries. So we're talking about what does it mean to ask for what you need and to set boundaries, and isn't that selfish, and what does that look like? And so the Joy Guild is my new membership group, and it is phenomenal. We've got some amazing people in there creating community, and this is for artisans of life. If you are somebody who is looking to what does it mean to live a fully embodied life and to grow and to seek out wonder and possibilities and curiosity, this is the place for you. So it's $29.99 a month. And we have a guild tent, and a tent is a 1.5 hour gathering online via Zoom, where we dive into a theme using different tools, whether it's asking questions or meditations or sharing our stories or doing some art together. And we had our boundaries one already this month. And so it's recorded, it's up on the site. We also have meditations and playlists and giveaways, all of the goodness. So if you want to check that out, go to thejoyguild.com. We'd love to have you come join us. It's absolutely phenomenal. So that said, around boundaries, what do boundaries look like for you? I'd love to encourage you to think about as you're moving into the holidays. There's a lot of things going on right now, right? COVID, holidays, life, elections. What do you need? A lot of times we can get so overwhelmed with everything going on that we don't even know where we start or stop. And the overwhelm comes because we don't have any spaces to breathe. And so instead of thinking as boundaries of keeping everybody out, like get away, and like lock down, it's not a healthy way of thinking about it, right? Boundaries are creating breathing space for you to function and to see what's going on. If we don't have that awareness in that space, we get overwhelmed, we get angry, and we snap and we react instead of respond. So looking ahead into this next month, where do you need some breathing room? Do you need 30 minutes a night for you to decompress? Maybe you take a walk around your neighborhood, or you read a book, or you're only spending like 2 hours of social media. Whatever it is, see if you can switch thinking about boundaries to getting some breathing room, to then what does that need, and how do you ask for that, and what do you look like? This is my dog making opinions on what happens when you don't ask for what you need. Okay, so the other thing that's going on is this Friday night, tomorrow's Thursday. So this Friday night is our emotions tent. This is our last red tent of the year. Our red tents are for femme and women folk. In the new year, I'm going to be opening up some different kind of tents publicly for people of all genders. But this is our last red tent. The Joy Guild is open for all genders, so just so you know on that. But our red tent is on emotion, so emotional healthy processing. What does it mean to use our emotions as signposts instead of like direction signs? A lot of times we're like, oh, I'm angry. We'll just like, let's go all in that way. But that's not very healthy. And sometimes our anger is pointing to a deeper emotion. Anger is just a surface emotion. Anger is a sign that either a boundary has been crossed or a boundary has been crossed. Anger is a sign that something's not quite right. So there's something deeper. Do you feel betrayed? Do you feel sad? Do you feel wounded? Do you feel frustrated and like overwhelmed, right? So when we can peel back layers on emotions, we can see what's going on. What's the story? What's the story beneath the emotion, and go from there? Because when we're leading from this place of kind of, okay, this is how I'm feeling. What's really going on? What's the story I'm making up in my head? What's our relationship like? Did they do this on purpose? We're going to dive into all of that. So if you're interested, we still have, I think we have 2 or 3 spots left. They're on my site, ajsmith.com. If you want to come join us, it's going to be great. Tomorrow, Thursday, we at 2 p.m. Central, I'm hopping on Deanna Lamb's. I've just posted it in the Embodied Enjoy group, which is my free Facebook group, where I throw encouragement and good things. And we've got a solid community of friends there as well. We're going to be talking about wombs, red tents, and all of that jazz. So if you're interested in red tents and you're like, I don't know what a red tent is, come check out the conversation. It's going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be fabulous. Deanna is one of the leaders of our red tent movement as it is in the world right now. So that's kind of what's going on in the world. But I really want to invite you to think about joining us in the Joy Guild. So next month, our theme is sanctuary. And I don't know if you know this, but this year has been a whirlwind. for all of us. But I completely pivoted my business from in-person events only to all online. And it's been an adventure. And I need sanctuary. So I'm taking December as a sanctuary month for myself. And the only thing I'm going to be doing is the Joy Guild. And so if you want to work with me, if you want to like learn more and discover and uncover cool things and how you work and how the stories we make up in our head impact the way we show up in the world, you're going to want to come join us in Joy Guild in December, because we're diving into sanctuary as I'm in my sanctuary month. It's the only thing I'm doing in December. And we're going to be exploring how can you have grace and space in your life. Society wants us to go so fast, but what does slowing down look like? And a lot of times we have this idea in our head that slowing down means lazy and bad, right? Go, hustle, faster, more. But friend, aren't you exhausted, right? And so if you're kind of craving this idea of slowing down and figuring out how do I do that, right? When everybody else is telling us to speed up, and it's 2021, which means January is around the corner, and we got to put in our places and our resolutions, and like it's just gearing up. And nature is tuning in, and like nature is hibernating. The humans are like, time to run. What are you craving? And so if you're craving some sanctuary, I invite you to come join us. If you've joined us for a red tent this year, we have Guild Tent. And so you can share verbally, you can share in the chat, and it's recorded just for the Joy Guild. But that way you can look back. If you're like, oh, I really want to come to a tent, but I can't because I can never make the time, you can have tent whenever you want. And the recordings from past months are up as well. So you can dive into cycles and boundaries and our sanctuary month in December. And so the second Friday of the month is our Guild Tent, and it's amazing. So books, I wanted to share 3 books I'm loving this past month. Come As You Are by Emily Nagoski. I just listened to her TED Talk this morning and about healthy sex and relationships and being healthy, and it's amazing. The way she teaches is just fantastic, and you will love it. The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin changed how I think about happiness. A lot of times we think it's just something that you feel, but it's also a choice. Just like when you're married, your choice is not just like, oh, I'm in love, but you're choosing the other person to be like, okay, I love this person. How do I want to show up, right? So when we're choosing ourselves and when we're choosing the area we're in, how do we show up when we're choosing happiness, when we're choosing joy? So sometimes it's these deliberate actions that feel frustrating, a little oxymoronic, of kind of switching gears of like, oh, I feel really frustrated, but I'm going to go move my body so I can have some energy. Or, okay, like, oh, how can we make this a little better? I don't want to do my work in here. We're going to go outside and we're going to do our work in our backyard, right? So there's these little things that we can do to spark happiness and joy in our lives. And I love it. It was such a good book. And the third book was a really fun one, is Stuff Christians Like by Jon Acuff. So if you are a Christian or have been a Christian in the past and you want something kind of fun and witty and lighthearted, this is a great book to check out and listen to. I have it on Overdrive. If you don't know, Overdrive is connected with your local library or Hoopla, and they have free audiobooks and ebooks so that you can read. And some libraries are also doing pickups. So if you don't know about your local library, it's amazing. So I hope you are doing well and staying safe during this time. I just want to extend you all of the grace, right? We've been doing all of the things. It's been a big year. Tune in to your body. What does your body need? Do you need some grace? Do you need some space? Do you need some rest? How can you schedule this in or put this in your calendar so you have a little bit more wiggle room in December? Everyone's go, go, go. How can we go slow with joy and intention and show up well as a holy embodied people we are? I hope you have a fantastic day. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to come have you join us in the Joy Guild. We are having an absolute blast. It's a party. I don't have tacos because it's virtual, but you can bring tacos and we can eat tacos over Zoom and it'll be great. So sing your soul song, lovelies. Have a great day. And I'd like to end us with a quick blessing. So Weaver of the universe, thank you so much for my friends here who are watching and enjoying. And I just pray that you bless them and bless what they know, bless what they say, bless what they do, and bless where they go. And above all, bless who they are. They are a gift to me and many others. Amen, amen. So may it be. Sing your soul song, lovelies. And have a fantastic day.